Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, and I bring you this message.
No, please! Well, that's just Prime.
You suck.
Hello YouTube, UltraMaximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers Siege figure. It's Optimus Prime. Now, I've been looking for this guy and Megatron since the Siege line came out. I missed him on the first release, I don't know how, but I was lucky to find him at my local Walmart, and he's a Voyager class figure here, and I'm really interested to see the differences between this guy and the Ultra Magnus. I do have to say, at first glance, I'm not a big fan of the headlights on the front of the cab, but I guess we'll see how it looks in hand. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Optimus in the packaging. It's very similar to what we got with the other pieces of box work. We get the Autobot logo at the top, looking cool. There's Optimus, the Siege logo, all that good stuff. Some nice artwork of Optimus right here. Side of the package has the standard Siege art right there. So just kind of a quick close-up. There he is. There's the logo. Looking all kinds of Optimus-y. It's Siege! But this looks really cool. I definitely dig that. And then, of course, you know, we get this kind of poster art on the back of the package. We got Optimus right there. It's using the play gimmicks. There's the truck mode. He transforms in 27 steps. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I don't know about this truck. We'll have to see when we get out of the box. And, well, that pretty much does it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Optimus out of box and see what we think. So here we have Optimus Prime out of the packaging, and you know, for the most part, this is a pretty decent figure. I've been messing around with it for about a day or so, posing it, transforming it. And all in all, I pretty much, for the most part, like the figure. It does have some drawbacks. I really would have wished they would have done a little bit better with the paint apps on this one versus the Magnus. Magnus looked really good, so did Hound and Sideswipe. This one looks a little sloppy to me, and just doesn't have that dry brush feel that the other figures had. That being said, the transformation on this guy is overly complex, and there's really no reason for it. And I just wish he was a leader class figure that came with a trailer. That's just really unfortunate. Got a feeling that we're going to get kind of a Power Master type Prime in this line that'll end up replacing this one. Yeah, that's just my guess. He's got kind of a backpack going on right there. His accessories, he does have his traditional Optimus style blaster that looks like it should separate like a lot of the Optimus Prime guns do today. However, it does not. It's just one piece of plastic, which is interesting. He's also got this little shield here that converts into an axe. I do like the shield. That looks kind of cool. You just flip this piece down here, and then, which one? It's the little one first. Pull the little piece out, and then we get the larger piece out. Come on, there it goes. Bink. And there is his battle axe. The thing about the battle axe, though, it feels cheap. I don't care for the plastic. It is not of the same sturdy quality that we've gotten with the other pieces in this line. Now, as far as articulation goes on this figure, his head does move back and forth. It does move up and down. It's on a ball joint. We get a lot of really nice posability there. He does have waist swivel, which is nice. You can open up the chest to reveal no matrix. That's where his head goes. It goes in there. It'd been nice if he came with a matrix to load in there. That'd be kind of cool. Sure, we'll get a third-party piece. His arm goes all the way around. It does go out really far because the smokestacks are on a hinge, which is kind of cool. There's a twist at the upper arm. He has a single jointed elbow, and then his fists have a twist, which is cool. His legs kick up that far. They kick about that far back. They go out super dog far. There is a twist at the hinge ratchet joint, I guess, up there. We've got a really, really nice knee joint, almost a double knee, which is very cool. It also has a twist at the knee, which is nice. And then the toes have some articulation, but that's really for transformation. And he's got that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being the widest possible stance with both feet still flat on the floor. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, the head sculpt is about spot on perfect. It's almost masterpiece quality. I like the translucent windows on the chest. I like the yellow paint apps on the fog lamps. It's hard to see on this angle, but he's got metallic blue eyes, which look nice. He's got the silver pipes on the sides. He's got this big goofy backpack that is kind of awkward. It's just big and flat. I mean, it looks okay, I suppose. There's a little bit of gappage in there right behind, but that allows for movement and posability. So that's okay. I don't really mind that so much. But again, the kind of damaged look, the brush look is kind of flaky on this figure, and I think they could have done better compared to what they've done with Magnus and some of the others. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, we get this great big old backpack going on here, and he's got quite a bit of kibble hanging off the back of his arms, which, I don't know, it's not too terribly bad. At least we don't have a lot of gappage there. The fists look fine. I like the waist and the silver bit on his, or the grill, I guess, on his chest there. That all looks nice. The silver legs, or gray legs with the silver splotches, look a little bit better than the red, but it still doesn't look as good as the other figures. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, I like the wheels on the side of the legs there. I think that looks pretty good. I like the gray paint apps on the front of the figure there, both on the toes and on the shins. That all looks really good and very Optimus Prime-y to me. That's very nice. It stands really well. I like the ankle pivot on there. Makes for some nice posability. The back of the legs, they look okay. They're all gray, which is unfortunate. It'd look better if it was blue, but I mean, it works, and there's not a lot of gappage going on due to the transformation that those parts spin around. So, I mean, it works for what it is. For comparison, here we have Optimus Prime next to Ultra Magnus, and I was really surprised. I was 100% sure this was just going to be a minor retool and repaint of this figure, or vice versa, and lo and behold, it is not at all. They are 100% different molds. The head, I'm still on the fence about. The head looks like it might be the same, but then I look at it in certain angles and it looks minor differently, minor just a touch. But I'm pretty sure the heads are the same. Even the smokestacks are different, very different actually looking at them. The upper chest piece completely different. The waist completely different. The hands look like they might be the same. Arms totally different. Legs, everything. I mean, it's just a totally different figure from head to toe. Well, the head, I think, is pretty much the same. But yeah, overall, I was really, really shocked. Like I said, I was expecting to get essentially a minor retool and a repaint of these guys together, which is, you know, pretty expected, but no, we got two totally different toys, and I appreciate that. So here we have Optimus Prime in his truck mode, and it's okay. I definitely like this guy in his robot mode a lot better than the truck mode. And to be honest, this thing is overly complicated to transform. I don't know why they had to make it so complicated. It's just goofy. Getting all this around over here is just overly complicated. Now, I will say the truck mode is pretty clean. Of course, I've got the weapons stored on here. I'm going to take these off really quick. Come on, gun, get out of there. There we go. Throw those to the side. And, I mean, it is pretty clean looking. It looks kind of weird right here. It's got kind of a train look going on. It's got silver paint there, and then we've got the translucent blue windows up here. I would have preferred to have that wrap all the way around. I do not like these, I guess they're supposed to be headlamps up here. I just don't like that look at all. I think that looks bad. I like the lights here. I like the fog lamps down here. They look pretty good. I wish they were painted yellow though. Just kind of a close-up. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Just, I don't care for those. I just really, really don't. I like those tires there. That looks good. They're painted silver, the rims. That looks nice. I like how the feet kind of tail down. And it's a nice flat piece here. Now these pieces right here, very difficult to flip in, I will say. Now when you go to flip these, grab them, if I can get it to focus, grab them right here to flip them, because you cannot get your fingernail underneath to get those to flip right. That is going to drive you crazy during transformation. That's probably the most difficult part of it. Now, the one thing I will say, there is a port right here, so it's a shame they didn't make this a leader class figure and you could have hooked a trailer on here. I mean, that's perfect for that. But I'm sure some third-party company is going to come around and do that for us at some point in time. It's just, you know, it's inevitable. Optimus has got to have a trailer. For comparison, here we have Optimus Prime with Ultra Magnus in their truck modes, and much like the robots, these are completely different. Now, I will say that Optimus's cab looks a lot cleaner than Magnus's, and the sheer fact that Magnus has the arms here, but he's got this big trailer that goes around him. But yeah, Optimus, very clean. The back of the thing, very, very different. All around, just a very, very different look, which is nice that they are so different. Because, like I said earlier, quite frankly, I thought they were the same exact figure, just slightly retooled and repainted, but lo and behold, it is not. And here we have Optimus Prime with Ultra Magnus's trailer, and this actually looks pretty decent. I like the look of this. The red and the blue all go really well with it. I, for some reason, like to mix up Prime and Magnus. I always have. It's always been a lot of fun for me to do as a kid, and I continue to do so now. But yeah, definitely pretty fun. I like the way this looks. It balances together. It will connect, but it is loosey-goosey. Now, if you do put Magnus's trailer on, these pieces that normally go out to interconnect to Magnus need to be removed, but clipped inward, because of the way that Prime is designed back there. It will not allow you to interconnect it if you have them folded out. But overall, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It looks pretty fun. And for some reason, it looks bigger than the Magnus. But I'm pretty sure Prime is a hair bit thinner than Magnus. So here we have Optimus Prime with the battle trailer from Transformers Cyberverse. And you would think they would go really well together. However, the way the back of this is designed, unfortunately, does not work so well because it can't really connect onto it. You can kind of flip the back feet up just a hair to connect it on there, but it still looks a little bit goofy, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, someone on the Facebook pages actually took this trailer and modified it and cut all this section out to get this to roll up really close and tight, and it looked pretty good. However, if you don't want to damage this trailer and you still want to interconnect it, you can. I was messing around with it, and I figured out if you can take this to kind of fill in some gappage, and then you want to lift up the back feet like this, and then you're going to take his little shield right here, and you're going to plug this into the back so that the trailer's got something to connect onto. And then I like to take the Ultra Magnus guns and put them up at an angle to kind of give you some, it's all falling apart here. clip into place, buddy, to give you, again, just to kind of fill in some of the gappage. Put it up at about a 45-degree angle like this, and then you can take this piece and interconnect it onto the actual axe right there, and lo and behold, there it is. And it will connect and stay interconnected on there, which is nice. I definitely like that. It rolls pretty well, which is very cool. And of course, you've got the battle gimmick. So if you push the button, there it is with the battle gimmick, and I think that looks even cooler. Now, I've seen some people that have used Cog and put him into the mix here. I haven't picked him up yet, so I may get him and add him to the Prime in the trailer here and see how that comes out. But overall, I think it looks pretty decent. I like it, and it's definitely different, but I really hope we get a G1 style trailer from a third-party company. I think that would be great for this figure. So is the Transformers Siege Optimus Prime a figure you want in your Transformers collection? You know, it's not a bad figure at all. The posability in the robot mode is very fun. I like the G1 head sculpt. I think the battle damage is a bit sloppy on this one compared to the other ones. It doesn't feel as well made as the first figures I got. The Ultra Magnus, Sideswipe, and Hound felt a lot stronger than this one. It's not that bad, but it's not the best. It's got problems in transformation, I think. It's overly complicated. I think that axe could have been built a little bit better. But overall, you know, I don't feel ripped off for paying $30 for the figure, but I still wish it came with a trailer. So there he is, Transformers Siege Voyager Class Optimus Prime.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.